Now going over to the business blunder of the day, you have Volkswagen recalling about 114,000 vehicles, which is not good, especially when the CFO of Volkswagen a couple months ago said there's about 2 years before the brand is defunct and they're not viable. And again, the Volkswagen, the VW portfolio, that's fine because they have a bunch of brands. You got, well, shoot, Bugatti, Ducati, got Lamborghini, got Porsche. There's a lot of cool things in the VW portfolio, but in terms of the specific VW brand, I mean, shoot, I know one friend who bought one. In my interview podcast, I've met one person who has a VW vehicle. And that's, what was it, past 3 or 4 years been doing that show? Like, yeah, I don't know anyone who's buying a VW these days, especially as it kills stick shifts and ugh, pathetic. Now, this comes to us thanks to John, who's a writer at CNN Business, which somehow still in business. And I can't help but think they're probably thanking God that Trump won because now I can complain about him 24/7 again. Yeah, when Trump lost in 2020, CNN's rating was overnight basically dropped by, was it 48%? It was ridiculous. Now, again, this is thanks to John Tofidi, who's a writer at CNN, saying, quote, Volkswagen recalls more than 114,000 cars due to airbag safety. There you can see the last generation of the Volkswagen Beetle, which it's so sad they killed that. It's one of the longest, most successful vehicles in history. And shoot, it was kind of, I think it peaked in the 2000s era. It's so famous. There's a Nintendo 64 video game dedicated to it called Beetle Adventure Racing, which, if I win the lottery or my business grows, maybe I'll buy another copy of those. Definitely not, I mean, it's not worth a lot, it's not collectible, but definitely a fun little piece of nostalgia, but no one really needs. Now, they say, quote, Volkswagen is recalling 114,478 vehicles in the U.S. because of safety concerns around their airbags. This, according to the National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration. The recall includes certain 2006 to 2007, was it Passat sedans, 2012 to 2014 Passat models, and 2017 Passat wagons, as well as certain 2017 to 2019 Beetle and Beetle convertible models. They say that the airbags on the driver's side of the vehicles pose a risk of exploding due to long-term exposure to, long-term exposure to humidity and high temperatures. Did they not climate test this stuff? That's ridiculous. They say, quote, the driver's side front airbag inflator may explode due to propellant degradation occurring during long-term exposure to high absolute humidity. Now, they did say that Volkswagen did not comment on this. Now, in terms of, was your vehicle affected, they know that owners can have their driver's side airbag replaced for free at a Volkswagen dealership, like all recalls entail. Affected customers will be notified by December 27th, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, which, again, just tune into this show since usually we cover these recalls, weeks or months prior. And they say, quote, in June, they also recalled about 271,000 of their SUVs because of the airbag being the similar issue, which, yeah, if you want to call them, you could call the NHTSA Safety Recall Hotline at 1-888-327-4236. Again, if you want to call the National Highway Traffic Administration, call 1-888-327-4236. Although personally, I would just, take your cell phone, get your, take a picture of your VIN number, walk back to your computer, or just right there, call your dealership and see if it's affected. And again, it's one of those issues where there are, on average, more than 10,000 components in a vehicle, and a lot of it is outsourced. I mean, traditionally, the major manufacturers like GM, Ford, and Volkswagen, they'll make the engine, the transmission, they'll make the body, they'll make the frame, but a lot of the components are, contracted out. And the issue is, sometimes you're not on top of it in terms of quality control. And airbags, there's been a lot of issues, especially the biggest recall ever being the Takata airbag recall. And the VW, also, they already don't have the best brand in terms of perception of quality. I mean, they always emphasize performance. They had some great fun cars throughout the years, but it's yet another thing to chisel away at their brand, which is already in the roughs. And again, if you're taking those third-party manufacturers, you're buying those components, you should be double and triple checking them because, again, at the end of the day, no one's going to even know about which airbag manufacturer, which propellant manufacturer made it. At the end of the day, consumer, everyone's going to see the VW, they're going to see that logo on the hood, they're going to see the emblem, and they're going to blame Volkswagen for it. And again, they're fixing it for free, but it still takes time out of their day to go to the dealership. The dealerships aren't happy because they actually get paid less for warranty work and recall work. It's a discounted rate. So the parent company's paying them, but the mechanics aren't too happy. They'd rather be working on anything else, frankly, because they'll make more. And the consumer, depending on how long it takes to fix, maybe they get a loaner, maybe they don't have to Uber. All around, just not very good for everyone, even if it is technically fixed for free. And I gotta say, Volkswagen, they should just have more quality assurance. Having yet another recall after, again, you just have one for your SUV. VW, gotta say that is certainly the business blunder of the day. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down in a comment. It's a great way to give me some feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.